Hey, folks, it's break time, and that means it's another edition of the Anime Break Room with your host, Will Medina and Dabir Weeks. Dabir, what's going on, man? How we doing?
Not too bad, Will. It's hot.
It's hot. It's hot today. Jeez. It's crazy hot.
Mm-hmm.
But nice, beautiful weekend, as always, here in Western New York. Yeah. And then today we have two guests. Not guests. I don't want to say they're not guests no more. They're part of the break room crew. We have Joe Cool. Joe, what's up? What's going on? How you doing, man?
You know, chilling. Trying to stay cool.
Mm-hmm. So trying to stay cool. Well, he's Joe Cool. You're always cool. So.
Sometimes I get heated, you know? Overheat. Plus ultra type stuff, you know?
And then also with us today, my cousin Lito. Lito, what's up, man? How we doing?
Doing good. What's good with you guys?
No, good. Nice to have you guys on, as always.
Always happy to be here with you guys.
Thank you.
So, real quick, this week, we get into Frieren, and this is perfect crew to get into Frieren.
Mm-hmm.
These are the guys right here, because I know Lito, as soon as he saw episode 1, he said Anime of the Year. That's what he said.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he said Anime of the Year.
Yeah. First episode.
He was like,
"It's the first episode, like super boring."
2 seconds in, he said Anime of the Year. I'm like, oh wow, okay. No. He fell in love. It was like episode 5, something like that.
No, I still didn't say Anime of the Year in episode 5, but I loved it since episode 1.
Okay, but you was a fan.
Yeah. After it ended.
So not Anime of the Year.
Well, when it ended, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. No, but he. I remember you texting me. You were in the middle of binging it. You texted me. You said, "Bro, this is amazing. Like, it's great."
I said, "This is the greatest thing I've seen in a while."
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so I was wrong. I was wrong. Okay,
Yeah,
but
clearing up the area. Okay.
Episode 1, Anime of the Year.
It's crazy.
No, but yeah, he was a fan, and I know Lito would have been a fan because he's into Lord of the Rings and that type of era, in fantasy. So it definitely was gonna be. I knew it was something he was gonna be interested in. And then Joe, you have high praise for it too as well.
Yeah.
And then Dabir, obviously.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Much to talk about with Frieren, but before we get into that, before we get into our lunch break topic, I want to open up with something we had talked about last week with the Hashira power rankings, you could say.
Oh man, let's hear this.
Oh jeez. Don't put me on the spot.
Oh my bad.
Too late.
Yeah, no, it's already too late. So last week, I know I said obviously we were all in agreements, and Lito, I don't know if you're in agreements with Guillaume being the strongest Hashira, because I think they even said it, the Stone Hashira.
I'll put him top 3 or 4.
Okay, in your opinion,
yeah.
Okay.
Let's hear his top 3 real quick.
You okay? I'll give you time.
I'm just gonna say Stone Hashira, and then in no order 2, 3, and 4. Wow, Genya's brother.
Oh, the Wind Hashira.
Yeah. Gyu, and then Serpent.
Okay.
Joe got a beef with Obanai.
I heard.
Yeah, he got a super beef with him.
I don't like his style, but
you don't like his attacks. You don't like his design.
No, his design is pretty cool. His design's pretty cool.
The way he attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I like that.
You like his little bending and wow.
It Serpent. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But last week I said Tokido was the second strongest in my opinion. I always say I had the Stone Hashira as the strongest Hashira, Guillaume. Tokido is number 2, and I had Gyo number 3. And I wasn't trying to disrespect Rengoku. The only thing I'm saying that I'm saying is that I feel like Tokido is stronger than Goku because they showed more of Tokido. They didn't give much of a sample size for Rengoku. And I know I said last week where there's levels with the Upper Moon, but at the same time, it would be nice to see if Rengoku was really that strong or really like at that level where Tokido is, and Tokido is a prodigy, but if he was really at that level, I would like to see if he was in Tokido's shoes, if he would have shoo away the fifth upper moon the way Tokido did. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You know, like I want to see if he had the ability to do the same that Tokido did with that the fifth number 5 ranking upper moon. Because
I think it would have been faster.
Ooh.
I can't remember. After Mugen Train, Muzan didn't give them like more blood, right? Or he just gave one person more blood.
I think he just gave one person.
One person.
Yeah.
I can't remember who that was either.
I don't think it was one of the upper moons though.
No, that was the one that his demon blood art was to put you to sleep, right? Wasn't it him?
The one that
Yeah,
it was him.
Yeah, he was giving him an opportunity to show what he can do.
Honestly, can I be honest? That movie put me to sleep too. Like the beginning,
I don't blame you.
There was like half of the movie, or I should say 3/4 of the movie was like, yo. And I was just like, and then Akaza came, I was like, oh my god, okay, this is great. And then like that would save the movie.
Yeah, the demon got you too, put you to sleep.
Yeah, he did.
Definitely got him.
Well,
They saved you.
A lot of things put me to sleep. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I was just like, yo, this movie is it was very lackluster in the first good portion of the movie was very lackluster. And then they showed upper rank 3 Akaza fighting Rengoku, which was like it came out of nowhere. So it definitely took me by surprise.
Definitely was a twist.
Yeah. So
that right after they were done with the mission.
You're right.
And all of a sudden this man's like, well, hello.
Yeah, basically. But that's all I'm saying. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to say if he was in Tokido's shoes in the Swordsmith Village, how would he fare against number 5? Gyoko, I think his name was. Yeah, but you said it would have been faster.
I feel so. I feel like it would have been. Yeah.
Did you have Rengoku number 2?
Pardon?
You had Rengoku number 2?
Yeah, I had Rengoku number 2.
Okay.
No, it's between 2 and 3.
Gyu,
yeah, the water Hashira is like.
It's just tough for me, man, because I wish. Listen, he seems like he's a great character. Like as far as like I think Joe, you said it last week with development for Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke, he was a big asset to their development. Yes, he's strong. He held his own against Akaza. I just wanted to see more because they showed, in my opinion, they showed a little more. And then, like I said, that movie wasn't. I don't think the movie did them as much justice as they should have.
How about the body control with Tokido and Rengoku, right? So Rengoku was able to specifically target a certain location of his body and like slow the because he had a hole in his chest,
right.
Slow the leaking of the blood, versus Tokido where he was like. He was almost done for.
Oh, in the water prison? Yeah.
He had some control, but not. I don't feel like to the amount that Rengoku did. Rengoku had a hole in his chest and he still wasn't gushing.
It's funny you brought that up because I hated how he broke out of that water prison.
Yeah, I do remember you mentioning that. Yeah, you hated the way he got out of there.
Like
the
refresh my memory.
You got a flashback and then what?
The boy blew the bubble
inside the
give him
some air,
his last breath basically. Yeah.
Okay.
I just wish it would have been a little more like Tokido, like because he has the mark, and then he kind of awakened the mark when he broke out of the water prison. So I kind of wish that would have got it, but I mean, I get why they did that in the aspect because at that time Tokido wasn't too big on relying on other people. Mm-hmm. He was more kind of just, I'm gonna do it myself, and very arrogant at that too. So they did it for character development.
That's where I was gonna go with that. Yeah.
Did they go over why you get the mark?
Did they?
Or not yet?
Oh yeah, they did. I think
they were trying to train the Hashiras to get the mark, but I don't think they know how you get the mark.
Yeah, they just understand they got to be with Tanjiro for some reason.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Because they weren't like arguing, not arguing, but they were like, we gotta be with this guy in order to get the mark.
It was it's kind of like passed down or something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's like a
being
connection
around
they
him
have.
awakens it.
So it's like contagious kind of.
Yeah, basically. So as soon as Tanjiro started being around them, because what was it when the first son, what was his name? I can't remember. Sun breather. What was his name?
Yoichi.
Yeah. So once he start being around people and they start training with him, all of a sudden they start awakening their marks. It's the same with Tanjiro. He came in with the first mark, and all of a sudden everybody start being able to awaken theirs.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think that's gonna be more explained more in the movies.
I hope so.
Cause I know you read. Well, actually, Lito, you read the manga too.
Yeah.
Oh, so right, that would be explained more within.
Should be like in, since it's mostly gonna be action, of course, in flashbacks, but a flashback or some type of info should be in there.
Well, okay, because I think Derek said they do a backstory on the what's his family's name, the Commodore family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
some backstories on that, some backstories on the first breath user.
The sun breathing
about him and when he was born, so they're gonna explain more about where it even came from. So that's gonna be pretty cool in the movies too.
Okay, well, it sounds interesting, honestly. So I can't wait.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
really
listen, these movies are gonna be ridiculous.
Like probably 2-3 hours. Well,
man, they
gotta be.
They better be Star Wars.
No less than two.
I think 2.5. I think they can cram everything.
I think the last one would be long.
That last one gonna be the longest.
Because Mugen Train, I forgot the volumes, but that was a couple volumes, and that was only 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh, the Mugen Train movie was multiple volumes. Oh, okay.
Was it? I didn't know that.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think I flew through them. That's why.
It was a volume or 2 volumes and a half.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. I know, like, we're already about to go like 20 deep to these movies, so it's gonna be crazy.
You gotta go. It's Hashira. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, you want to cosplay?
We got enough. We
got. I'm gonna become as a demon.
Oh, you can do Akaza Dabir?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
I think
got the Hashira. 3 can be either Inosuke, Zenitsu. I'll be Zenitsu.
You'll be Zenitsu.
I love Akaza's fit though.
Yeah, it's fire. Yeah, it's fire.
Akaza?
I would. Yeah, Akaza. No, I think that Dabir would be a better Akaza.
Akaza?
Yeah. I don't know who I would. I think I'll do Muzan, just as Michael Jackson or something. That's what I would do.
That would be fire.
Yeah.
Paint pale.
Yeah. Get like red contacts or something. That'd be fire.
Make sure you stay out the sun for a while.
Yeah. Who would you cosplay as, Joe?
Man, probably the boulder.
Okay.
The what?
The boulder.
Missed.
No,
I mean,
the actual boulder.
No, shut up.
I swear, I'm over here waiting. Like maybe he doesn't know his name.
I'm thinking he meant like the Stone Hashira.
Me too. I was waiting for it. I was like,
I said the wrong one, like missed.
The uncuttable boulder.
Yo, I looked at you for like a second. I'm like, I said, am I hearing this right? The boulder?
The boulder?
And then Lisa's like, yeah, dude, the Stone Hashira.
Just a tribute to like my favorite part. You know?
Yeah.
Understandable.
I love that. I love that part. I really did. That was great. It was so emotional. Like, I don't know. It was a real tear jerker.
Yeah,
it really was. When you brought it up, I was like, oh man, that was such good. That was really good. That was such a great scene. Oh, and also when you sent that reel on the group chat with me, you, Lito, and Derek.
Oh yeah.
So I made a mistake. It was a boy instead of a little girl that Zenitsu was saving. So I forgot about that. But that scene was fire. Like he was so scared that he fell asleep.
Yeah, the
man
literally
fainted.
Yeah, fainted.
Sling.
Yeah. And then I think Derek sent something in our Instagram chat, Instagram chat that there's these two guys that said the most they had a little podcast and they said the most hated anime character in their opinion, and they said Zenitsu. I said, for what? Like, how?
I understand why.
The hate.
The huge potential behind the character, and it just so happens that we only see it
now. Yeah.
He had to be nerfed. He was just so good. He's just so good of a character that they had to nerf him somewhere, is the way I look at it.
I agree.
They say him in that anime, or they say him in all of anime?
All of anime.
Oh, no.
Right, that's crazy, right?
Yeah. And they said number 2 is Sakura.
Wait, all of anime?
All of
they
anime.
say all of anime.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Yeah,
I can think of
that's insane.
I thought it was just
other
Demon Slayer.
characters.
Demon Slayer's like, okay, yeah, he's the only,
Most hated?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
He's not even top 10, I think. Oh.
No,
I wouldn't put him. No.
He's actually my favorite character in Demon Slayer. I'm not gonna lie.
I love him as a character. He drives me crazy when he's screaming.
Yeah,
but I still love him.
But I mean,
most hated character, Agame.
Oh God!
Agame.
Stop! No way!
Agame.
No!
Yeah.
Stop it! She's
Trash.
a beast.
Agame?
From Agame got killed.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved her when she was
Come
fighting.
on,
I loved when she
bro.
was fighting.
She's a
I hate that
beast.
she's the main character.
Why?
He won't
It's
let
just-
it go. He won't.
It has her name in the title. No, listen. No, why?
Hey.
Why?
Look at
Why? How, Sway? Come on. Talk to me.
Listen. I'm just talking trash, but it's Agame got killed is one of my least favorite anime.
You just hate the fact that they killed a lot of people.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
At least like give me, and it's good anime. It really is.
That's a good story.
I personally don't like it. It is a really good anime. I had no idea that stuff was gonna go down. No idea, no inkling to like, hey, we're gonna Control Alt Delete this. You know, like reset.
We went through it too. We were like,
Yeah.
okay, wait, another one?
Yeah.
Another one?
Yeah,
All of them?
I'm not saying it's a bad anime. It's really not.
Another one bites the dust.
I just don't like it.
Yo, yeah. No, there's a lot of animes that people like that I don't like, so it happens.
Like
Yeah, I get
JoJo, I can't like people tell me don't watch the first 2 seasons. Start season 3.
I can't
you'll be
do
all
that.
right.
I can't do that.
I can't.
If somebody
can't do
tell
that.
me that, I'm gonna just look at him like,
Yeah.
that means I shouldn't watch it. Then.
Right.
At all.
That's
Right.
crazy.
At all.
Yeah.
Right.
If you gotta skip 2 seasons.
Right. That is
But
crazy.
Yeah.
you know the reason why is because the author got challenged to continue the actual manga. Yeah.
Oh.
And he was like, oh, okay, bet. So he thought of something miraculously and continued it.
Oh wow.
The manga was going to end at season 2.
Oh wow. I didn't.
Yeah.
Know. I haven't
So
even
it's like-
watched it.
Then
I
it
don't
kept
I
going.
know.
There's a huge community for that too. Though.
I've
No, the
noticed.
community
Big
is
community.
huge.
Noticed.
The poses and what is it? The stands?
Yeah.
like-
yeah.
Stands?
I just
That's like an odd
Yo.
name for them.
I just don't like the character designs. Honestly, they just look too.
I don't like the
Off-putting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They don't know.
You probably get used to it after
Maybe,
2
but
seasons.
but I don't know.
And
yeah,
it's-
after 2 seasons. Yeah, that's-
And it's like based off of Western culture too.
yeah, I
yeah.
heard.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot
Actually, Lito has a friend that's huge into it.
Yeah, he told us that I don't know if it was maybe after those 2 seasons when he started again, that he went to different areas around the world, lived there for a while, did season or arc in each one,
Yeah,
and that's why each one has a different.
Yeah.
different setting.
Yeah, I was
And
like, oh, that's dope.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, each of the stands' names are like rock bands.
Oh.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I mean, there's some interesting elements for
Yeah.
the anime. I just can't get behind it.
Me either.
It's just hard. And then I didn't know people were saying that skip the first 2 seasons to watch the third one. Like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna watch it from start to finish.
Yeah.
It's
know?
chalked. As soon as that comes out your mouth, it's chalked. It's
Yeah.
like,
Just
Yeah.
skip. No, I'm gonna skip that.
right. I'm gonna skip
Exactly.
you.
It's like
Thank you.
it's like when somebody told our boy Wesley
Oh
Lito
God.
to not watch Skypiea and just go straight to Water 7. Yeah, he even told
Bad advice.
him to skip Alabaster. It's like, no way you're skipping Alabaster. You have to watch that. That's crucial. Like,
Insane.
especially if you.
Who said this?
I told you before.
Oh, yeah. Your boy.
Somebody had told my boy to do that.
A friend of a friend.
Yeah, and it's like if you were to skip Alabasta and then saw Crocodile and Marineford, you would have been like
Who's this
lost.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, just wait for the One Piece version from Netflix.
Right. Which is smart. If you're gonna do that, you might as well, you know.
Yeah.
And I seen how everything is being condensed. I'm kind of curious. I think I'm probably gonna watch it. I'm most likely
You
gonna
will.
watch it.
Same.
So, speaking of One Piece, before we get into Frieren, I saw yesterday, I should say, I saw the Shanks episode.
Finally, you got to see it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about it?
What did he say? 9.8? 9? Was it 9.9?
9.
IBMB?
Yeah.
Yeah,
9.9.
10.
He said, let me
10.
correct him real
10.
quick.
10. Oh my God. Like, Shanks is him.
Mm-hmm.
Shanks is him. I loved everything. I loved when he showed his observation hockey.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, yo. And
The
then,
destruction before
Yes.
that, though.
Yes.
Like, I like how they kind of like had it like like the background was like the color was off. Like,
Yeah.
how they did it though.
Yeah, right.
So
You could tell,
Oh.
like, just the way they animate, like, it was like just how he envisioned it.
yeah,
It was just amazing. It was
and
great.
the animation with it was
And-
Oh my God.
I was arguing with the boys. I thought for some reason, I don't know what I was watching. For some reason, I thought that Killer took the brunt of the attack.
He did it in the manga.
He did in the manga.
That was the only thing that it annoyed me a little bit.
Because I thought I
But-
seen his weapon.
Mm-hmm. I feel
And-
like they
and his-
show it a little. Like,
yeah,
it's
it
weird
did.
how they did it. Like,
His weapon shattered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And I'm like, what? Like, why
but
would
you
they
don't
show
see
that?
him though. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Why would they show that? And then I'm like, I slowed it down. Like, it's like, like I have
Hey,
the
like
clip.
frame by frame?
Yeah, frame by frame, and he doesn't take the brunt, but they do show his blades being broken, and I'm like, why did I correlate this to him taking the brunt of the attack? Like,
It's weird that they
but
did
in the
that.
manga they do.
In the manga, he is right in front of Kid.
Do you hear this, Mike?
He is
He
right
said,
in
"Do
front
you
of
hear
him, and they both just get one shot at.
Israel, do you hear this?
Didn't one of the crewmates even say that Killer was down because he went and
Yeah,
took the
they
hit?
did.
So why
Yeah, so
wouldn't
they said
they
in the anime.
animate it into the?
That was the only thing that was weird that bothered me about the episode. That was the only thing.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
Because it makes us look like we were crazy. Like, wait,
Mhm.
okay, the crew's saying he took the hit, but
Yeah.
And then
See,
I'm over
yeah.
here and I see the blade shatter, which makes sense because he's trying to protect his captain.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it makes sense to why he wasn't cut in complete half.
Mhm.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Right.
man, that's-
right.
Yeah.
Because sheesh,
it
And I-
should have been.
yeah.
I want to mention. I guess Kid is pretty strong not to die instantly
Yeah.
from that hit.
Not to get one shot.
Right. Like he
Well,
was
I mean,
He,
he got one shot.
he got one shot at it. Let's-
one
let's
HP.
like-
He had 1 HP left.
Yeah. He had the
Point
ability sturdy.
2-5.
all Shakes had to do was step on him, and that was it. But yeah,
He
that
decided against it.
yeah.
The
it
Giants
was-
did the
So-
rest
I
for him.
love. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't know if I mentioned this in the podcast where we spoke about this. There's a shark lady, like a fish lady, in their ship, and they like show her real quick, and Jack, one of the captains for Kaido,
Oh, what,
he sank
one
all
of
the
the
way
three
to
performers.
yeah, we spoke about that. Okay, so I'm like, oh, okay, so Kid might sink all the way to the bottom, but the fish lady could probably pick him up. I'm like, oh, okay.
If he survives, I'll be mad.
That's your boy.
Nah, I can't. I'm not
No?
a fan. Not a fan.
Of
I
Kid?
do like the dub VA for him. It's why am I drawing a blank? Justin Cook.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, he did he was the VA for Yu Yu Hakusho. For Yusuke.
Yusuke.
Yeah. He's
Okay.
goated. Justin Cook's amazing. So that's the only thing that I do like about Kid. I just look at him as the Japanese Magneto.
Okay.
But I want to mention that I just feel like like Magneto ruined my envision of his devil fruit because it could be so much stronger. Because I know how strong Magneto is,
Right.
And then I think about his devil fruit.
So
I'm just like the possibilities.
You're
just,
saying Kid is nerfed.
Yeah, he
somewhat.
should be like it should be so much more to his ability. Like especially since he awakened it too. I'm just like that's it. That's all that's all he's doing with his awakened devil fruit is
Just a bunch of scrap metal.
Yeah, I'm just
coming
like
together.
it's just.
But he does have something that we see Magneto doesn't have, as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that plasma attack, whereas like Magneto doesn't really have that. I feel like.
Well, that's yeah.
So like Kid does have that type of like electromagnetism that he could focus into like plasma.
He called it damn punk or something like that.
Yeah, damn punk.
Yeah. No, that,
I do like that attack.
Honestly, I did like that when he used it on Big Mom. Yeah. I did like that. That was pretty good. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I agree with the beard. They just I don't know, copy paste. Not I don't want to say that. That's not right. Not copy paste. But it was
took some elements.
Just say it. He's a diet Magneto. Just say it.
Yeah, he could have took more. He could have added so much more to the
They could have done more. They could have done more because you know what? He had a lot of hype when they introduced him. Yeah. And a lot of people like the way I should say a lot of people the way I envisioned it was he was gonna be behind Luffy as like scaling for the worst generation and end up being Law.
Yeah. Which I like.
Which I like too.
But Law that boy though.
Law's him. Yeah. Law's him for sure.
And
but
you could tell Law has some type of admiration towards the Straw Hats so far.
Somewhat.
Like some like warmth towards them.
I mean, especially after him fighting Kaido, he just like, all right, Luffy that boy.
Why would he save Luffy?
Right. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he does. There is some admiration or some like okay, they were strong. Like he acknowledges them. Yeah. He definitely does. But yeah, I just wish they did a little more with Kid. But and even I wish they did a little more with the worst generation. They didn't do really that much with them. If you think about it,
we haven't seen the guy that went. I think
the
it was
monk.
Toe to toe with Kaido.
Was it the monk?
Yeah.
They didn't really show it, did they?
It
annoyed me.
He's been gone for like 200 episodes.
Yeah.
I forget about him.
And then and Bonnie, they just kind of she's being put. Yeah, she has a lot of emphasis on an egghead, but
we did see a lot of
Benji.
That's the mafia guy, right?
Yeah. But he got his own. He got his own family to worry about now.
Yeah. But I mean, they could have done more with the worst generation. In my opinion, I should say, they could have done more with them.
It's not over.
But most of them are like gone, or they're like not like. Well, Apu's trash too. I can't stand Apu.
Oh yeah.
He's Apu. That's what he is. Like he's dude.
He don't gotta show up no more.
He don't. Yeah, that was enough. That was
retired.
I was so mad. He was landing damage on Zoro and Luffy. I'm like,
I was just like, somebody take him out.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I agree with the beard. They could have done a little more with Kid. Maybe that's what it is. They could have just done a little more.
I always thought that they were gonna make him like part of the D family because Kid with 2 Ds. Mm-hmm. Like,
I thought he would have been too.
Like maybe it was like some mistranslation with his name, like they did Gold Rogers. It's Gold D Rogers, right, but the government made it Gold Rogers, so people. They don't use. They don't want him to have the D name, and people have a rise out of it or whatever it is.
Right.
But I always thought, okay, maybe Kid. Kid is part of the family. No, it was Law,
which they will get into a little bit, right?
He's spinning back to that even now in the manga.
Really?
Yeah.
To the D family.
Yeah.
Is it cool?
So. They're still teasing us, basically.
Oh, okay.
So they're gonna give bits and pieces, but they're still.
Are the teasers?
The teasers are.
They hype.
Yeah.
They hype.
I just feel like I just need more. I'm like I'm mad about it. I need more.
As long as they're hype.
I need more.
I'm over here grinding my teeth up.
Give him bits and pieces, but more. Give me more.
No, it's good. It's good. Well, with that being said, let's jump into our lunch break topic. Frieren. journey's end. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I always call it Frieren. That's it. Once I call it Frieren, everybody knows what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
everybody knows.
So,
Yeah.
But a journey's end, Frieren. Such a great story, such great character development and ongoing development as we see a lot of characters.
Beyond Journey, son.
Okay, Beyond Journey's End. So, real quick, you guys, obviously, you guys fell in love with it very early in the anime.
Mm-hmm.
What part of the anime had you like hook, line, and sinker?
Man, you make me cry. Episode 3, you got me hooked. Like if I'm shedding a tear for a hero I don't know,
and that's the interesting part where they're showing like you said, the end of their journey. With Himmel, Heiter, Eisen, and Frieren. Like you see the end of it, and now they're all kind of going their own separate ways.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, okay, this is episode 1. I was like, so where are they going now? And it's just like, well, it's the kind of like a redo, what I'm saying, for Frieren, kind of. But it's nice. Like it was interesting how they set that all up,
It's nice. I feel like this is like the in-depth look of what an elf's life
perspective
is. So it's like they live for a long time,
and time is not the essence for them.
Yeah.
Basically.
So they forget that time is a valuable,
right, for humans.
Yeah, it's a valuable concept,
right?
And it shouldn't be wasted.
That's one thing that's one element that I did like about this anime, where Frieren, every time they said, "Oh, another 2 years, another 5 years, 7 years," Frieren's like, "Yeah, another quick 7 years," and everybody's looking like, "No, like, dude, like she just doesn't understand the concept of time because, like you said, they live forever. They live for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah,
and then like they even talk about like her master." Where she met, and I'm pretty sure Frieren was maybe 80 years old. I don't know. Frieren was she was young when she met her master.
Yeah.
And even after, when she goes on the journey with Himmel and everybody in the party, like, it was years after her master's death.
Yeah, it was 1,000 after her master's
death.
1,000 years.
Really?
Yeah, it was years. It was just years after.
That's why when they talk about her master, they talk about it like it's a fairy tale because it was so long ago.
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. And like it's like Frieren was like, no, she was really a real person. But people like just
Flammy, right?
Yeah. People just like, oh well, there's no way, like because she was so great, she was a great mage and everything, and it's just. For that to be thousands and thousands of years, it kind of blew my mind. I was like, wow.
It's definitely a long time because remember she planted that little tree and then it was just a huge
It was the
biggest tree in the forest.
Yeah. So episode 3, what was the part that made you shed a tear?
It definitely made me emotional. Himmel's death, and they were all like once again together for it.
I thought it was episode 1. Was that 3?
Yeah, that wasn't episode 1.
It wasn't episode 1.
Okay.
No. It might have been 2 or 3. And she's like, from afar, she's like, people are giving them the condolences and everything. And towards the end of of people doing that.
Yeah.
She subconsciously realizes
she doesn't know who he is. Yeah.
Like what she's feeling.
Right.
And she's like, why are my eyes why is water coming out of my eyes? I'm like, oh, poor thing.
I like the fact where because like she said, I wish I took the time to know who he was.
Yeah.
And just like, damn, you spend 10 years.
Yep, 10
years with this person, and you still don't understand like who he is. Like I don't know. That was like whoa. Like that was mind blowing.
And craziest part is that she has like these flashbacks of the heroes actually telling her why humans behave the way they do. Why we're so quick to have forever bonds with other people, or like quickly love people, or be so very emotional beings.
Right.
And it's like, because we don't have that much time to express our feelings towards each other. So we do it, and we do it
now.
Yeah. And it's funny how Frieren looks at it. She goes, I don't see the point. I'm going to outlive everybody. You know? It's just everybody kind of looks at her like, that's not how relationships are. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. But no, that part when you see him Frieren cry, that it was just
like, dang.
That wasn't the part that got me.
What was the part that got you?
You want me to go?
You can go.
Okay, I'll go.
Got you.
So the part that got me, and I think I talked about it before, Stark. When they showed him, and Eisen was like, Eisen said, yeah, I hit the boy because I wasn't mad. I hit the boy because I was afraid.
Really?
Of his strength. I said, oh no. Actually, no.
You got another one?
Yeah, it was actually another one. I'm sorry. It was even before that. And you even brought up, Lito, where she found the notes from Flammy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, okay, that was one thing that I was like, okay, I see what's going on with Frieren. And, you know, she has, like, she wants to understand humanity. Like, I get where this is going, but there's got to be something more. And when they showed the tree and the notes that her master left her, you know, and Eisen helped her find it. I was like, okay. And then he goes, you have to go to a Lero. I think the
Oriel.
Yeah, something like that. You have to go there to go talk to Himmel to try to reconcile.
Heaven.
Reconcile.
Heaven.
Yeah, whoever that heaven was. Yeah. Reconcile that relationship with Himmel. I said, okay. This is interesting. Like, now I want to see now I want to see the story. Like, I want to see the journey. You know what I'm saying? And now that's what really got me into the anime, because now I see where the story's going. Yeah. You know? So that's what
you needed a destination.
Yes. Yeah. That's what it was. Cuz it just for a while, I think for a couple episodes, her and Frieren and Fern were just like walking aimlessly. You know what I'm saying? They were just not in a bad way. But they were just helping, huh?
I still enjoyed that.
No, me too. Yeah, because it shows like they're trying to, because it shows Frieren trying to bond with Fern. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, she's buying the birthday gift, you know, and hey, you know, I hope you really like this. You know, she's trying to be human. That's funny. Like, she's trying to be human.
Right.
But I was like, okay, they're just walking. Yeah. They're one piecing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's the point of the story?
Well, they already had some type of bond when Frieren was teaching her.
Yeah, but she wants to, and like you said, exploit the bond, or, you know, to strengthen the bond. You know what I'm saying? Like, have that something with somebody that she never had before. You know, and that's why she's going above and beyond for Fern, in my opinion, because everybody, especially Himmel, which we might get into it later, he loves her. I feel like Himmel was in love with Fern.
100%.
Yeah. So he was trying his hardest to show her his appreciation, his gratitude, you know, saying, like, show her emotion. And I don't think Frieren even thought of that.
You know what I like about that, though?
She was oblivious.
Because she's having all of those flashbacks of him doing that, and she's just now, like, it's
realizing.
Just now clicking. Like 80, what is it? Not 80. Is 80 years later?
After Himmel's death is 25 years after Himmel's death. 80 years after after they defeated the Demon King.
Right.
Yeah.
No, 10 years after they defeated the Demon King.
No, it was 80 years.
It was a 10-year journey.
Came
back. And then Himmel died.
Oh, yeah, and then he left 50 years.
Yeah. So it was like 80 years after.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they defeated the Demon King?
Yeah. Well, supposedly.
So we'll talk about that.
Supposedly. Yeah.
Okay.
Lito, did you read far into the manga or
no?
Not? Okay. Did you stop at season 1?
Oh yeah.
Okay. But you got more volumes after that.
Yeah, there's like halfway more. There's like 13. There's 11's coming out September, and there's 2 more volumes to be released.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
But yeah, no, I like that part. I like that concept of beer.
Yeah. Like all that time after she is just now clicking,
Right.
and then you can see her smile because she's now
realizing
what he was doing. Because before, she have a blank look, like what are you doing?
right.
And now it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm just like, oh.
It was definitely hit me. And we'll get to your parts, Dabir Lito, real quick. But it definitely hit me where they're at the sunrise for the New Year, the New Year celebration.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Frieren was like, I don't understand what's the whole point of this. And she missed it the first time when they went in that same town.
Yeah, she overslept.
She overslept. And him was like, it's not the point of the sunrise. It's the point of you being around people you enjoy to be around.
Mm-hmm.
And so she look at the sunrise. She's like, yeah, I mean, it's nice, but... And she turns around and Fern's like enjoying it.
Eyes are lit up, sparkling.
And then like Frey was like, oh, okay. And then she gets that sense of enjoyment because she sees Fern. And I feel like even though Fern treats her like, a child, I feel like she is trying to take that mother role for Fern too. In some sort of way.
We see the maturing side of
Frieren.
Yeah. Yeah, because we actively are seeing it.
Right.
So it's like she was like oblivious to all this before, and now she's starting to like actually digest and be like, oh, okay, this is what he meant back then. This is why I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
So it's like it's nice.
I like what she took from Hyder, how she's praising everybody and just patting them on the head. Like I stuck with her every time.
She's so rough about it. So you see their heads just like
when Hyder did to her, she hated it. She was,
don't pat
my head's not for patting. But yeah. Oh, I think she even did it when she started crying for Himmel's death. At Himmel's funeral.
Don't pat.
And Himmel is not Himmel. Hyder is patting her. He goes, my head's still not for patting. It was great. So Lito, you want to go next?
Yeah.
To your part. All right. So what was the part that got you, like I said, hook, line, and sinker into this anime, into the series?
So it's pretty much right in episode 1. We find out that the party's coming back. They just defeated a Demon King. So now I'm thinking, okay, where are they going to go from here? Because usually the animes that we watch, we're going through a journey to go and defeat something, or there's already a purpose. And they explain it, they take the whole first episode to explain it, and then we go through that journey. But right now we're starting episode 1 with the end of the journey.
Yeah. So that end.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, okay, so let's see where this is going. So then we go through episode 1. We see what happens with. I think Himmel's funeral was episode 1.
Yeah, I feel like it was episode 1. Yeah, I feel like it was episode 1.
A lot goes in these episodes.
Yeah, a lot does go on in these episodes.
Because in a way,
because she meets him too.
Yeah,
she meets him.
She meets him back at episode
like
1.
Day.
It's episode 1.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
And that was like the end of that was the end.
Yeah. Right.
Where the funeral. Because I think episode 2 or 3, she's already with Fern.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, she meets Fern in episode 2 or 3. I can't remember which one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing I like. That like it's going quick, but in a way, it's really not.
It's really not.
It's at a good pace.
Yeah.
It's at a good
pace.
It
has me confused.
Yeah.
But no, it's almost pretty much the exact same reason. Like we see that this journey is going to be about her wanting to cherish the memories that she's going to make going forward and learn more about the people that she meets along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At the same time, remembering the memories or remembering the good times and not forgetting about the party that she had before, which I like throughout the show. We start seeing slowly like the flashbacks
the
of
memories
she's been
of the
doing.
party.
So even though we didn't get to see when they went to defeat the Demon King, we're starting to see the little bits and pieces of their little adventure.
Right.
Which I thought was pretty cool. I was like, oh, what? A flashback?
Yeah. You know what? I enjoy all the flashbacks they had.
It's kind of like working backwards in a sense.
It is.
So
exactly.
It is. That's why I was so intrigued with it.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I've never seen nothing like this before.
Yeah, it's
so
a good concept.
Yeah.
To deliver the story, yeah.
All right, Dabir.
I would say that's the same thing that reeled me in because I've never watched anything like this before. So I was so intrigued at how this was gonna play out. So if I would pick something else separate from that beginning. I would say Sane, the goatee priest.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I-
yeah.
Yeah, him. For one, I wasn't expecting him to be. I wasn't expecting him to be like a genius,
Right.
like that. Like it was just so random. I was just like, oh, okay, that's cool. But him just thinking about his friend, that wanted.
Gorilla.
Yeah, his
Gorilla,
friend
yeah.
Gorilla Warrior that was just like, yo, we're both gonna be great adventurers. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, I love that he would think about it every day, but he was focusing on his responsibilities and what he wanted. He kept weighing it on a scale, and of course he let himself, what he wanted fall short. But he just still didn't forget his friend. And I was just so happy that they got him to just
Find him.
Yeah, like go, like no, you coming with us. You need to go find him.
Right.
I really love that. I was just like, yo, go find your bro. What are you doing?
I'll be curious if they bring him back.
I hope so.
He's a good character.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
funny how every time Frieren and Stark got into it, he was the mediator.
Yeah.
Frieren
The
was
other
like,
guy, the adult.
yeah.
Right,
Frieren was
right.
like, you got to go handle this. He's like, damn, again. But it's there's a good dynamic with him.
Yeah.
It really was.
I love that he's a degenerate.
He was. When he
I love
growing
it.
up, he
Yeah.
was. And
No,
then-
still, like, even as like an adult, he's like smoking,
Yeah,
drinking,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like
Gambling.
gambling.
Waiting
losing
for
his
that
clothes.
beautiful
Please.
older woman to pop up. You
Yeah,
know?
that's good. He's
Oh,
the
he
embodiment
did like,
of me.
He did like older
yeah.
women,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
The embodiment of you.
Yeah.
A man's
Yeah.
man.
No, so that's why he was kind of turned off to Frieren because she looked young.
Yeah.
He's just
Oh.
like, no,
Look at
that's
each
not
other.
what I mean.
Mwah.
Yeah,
Yo, that was hilarious. Yo.
She's literally like thousands of years old.
Right.
yeah. I'm always curious to see how, the exact age of Frieren.
It's got to be a little over 1,000.
She does say over 1,000, but I want to know the
I'm
exact.
sure
age.
next season though.
They'll explain
Yeah.
and get into it. It'll be curious because she, like I said, she's been through a lot. Like,
Yeah.
she's been through so much,
Yeah.
and it's just like we said earlier, like her master died thousands of years ago. I'm thinking, dang.
How does a clan get wiped out? That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, her clan got wiped out.
The demons.
By
They didn't
demons.
show that though, right?
No, just the
Uh,
aftermath.
No, yeah,
Yeah, just
exactly.
aftermath. Yeah.
That's how Flamey found her. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with
Yeah.
Stark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. His clan got wiped out by a demon, and they showed his backstory and how his brother told him to run,
away, yeah.
but he took it like I failed. Them.
Yeah.
And
know?
the best part about not that his whole clan got wiped out, but the fact that there's like a splinter of the family and they became like royalty.
Yeah,
I thought that
people
was pretty
live there.
interesting too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like a different
Yeah.
clan. The Lord, heck's his name?
Yeah, he was.
He even kind of looked like his father,
he
like
looked
his
like
bright
my,
eye. Yeah.
He's like, you look like my son. Like.
Meanwhile, like you look like my pops, but I didn't even tell you that.
And they used him. They used him to as a decoy, right?
Yeah.
Stark? Yeah. Okay, I remember that. Yep.
Because he looked just like he looked
Just like his
spitting
son.
image.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
he realizes why his brother made him the dishes that he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
steak,
I was
the big
like,
old steak.
yeah, let's go. His brother loved him.
Yeah,
I
I love that little part. That was
I
like,
I love
nice.
the story of Stark.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna be a great character.
Mm,
Like I
okay.
said, the fact that, and I referred to it earlier, where Eisen said, "I hit the boy because I wasn't mad or like angry. I hit the boy because I was scared.
Out of
Yeah.
instinct.
You know, because
Out of-
he's
yeah, out of instinct,
strong.
yeah.
I was just like." And Stark never realized. Like he still doesn't
He still
realize.
doesn't know,
Still
yeah.
doesn't realize. That's why I say he has that Zenitsu factor. You know what I'm saying? Where he doesn't understand his potential.
yeah.
He
Literally, what was it? He was facing the dragon, and the dragon knew. The dragon knew not to come to the village.
Bro,
That
I was
was
just
a
about
dope-
to say that.
that was
a
That's
dope,
crazy.
Yeah.
The
concept, too.
dragon was like, "Yo, there's somebody big and bad in this
Yeah,
village.
yeah,
I gotta stay away."
Yeah.
But the dragon knew, and for him to like, he's like so concerned about this dragon. He's like, freaking
stressing.
he's like, okay, we got this. We got the plan. He goes, he hits the dragon, And he looks back. He's like, "What are you guys doing? Come help me!"
Yo, the fact that he took out the dragon in 30 seconds.
That's nuts.
You know what?
Go ahead. No, you go.
I was gonna say that was his second blow. Like his first blow to the claw of the dragon.
Yeah.
Yo, the shockwave on that destroyed the nails. You did not realize you just destroyed its hand.
I mean, look what he did. Look what he did to that to make that valley.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
This man made a valley.
Fern was like, "Yo," or was it Fern? Yeah, Fern was like, "Yo, how is this even here?" And then when she came back at night to see what, it was Stark who was just wailing at this thing.
Didn't Fern? Wasn't it? She thought it was the dragon doing it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It was nobody to believe Stark made that valley, and she was just looking like, "This was you the whole time." He goes, "Yeah," and he's just like, well, kind of like whatever about it.
This is normal.
My normal training.
Yeah.
Like, anybody can do this.
Right.
No.
she was like, "Yo, what?" Like, there's something like the development for Stark is gonna be crazy, bro.
Yo, yeah.
I just can't wait. Like I said, he defeated the dragon in 30 seconds. And I loved his reaction. And he was like, "Okay, oh Hag, like help me out here."
I love it.
Great, but I mean, and that was animated well.
That
Like,
was
I
beautiful.
loved how,
the way he slid under the dragon.
Yeah. I liked it. Like there were some parts in this series that you could tell like animation wasn't really into the budget as much, but there were some parts where they really put budget on, and they did it justice.
I feel like they put it where it was important.
Yes, that's what it was.
They utilized the money correctly,
right?
Yeah.
And it was great, and that was one of the parts that were amazing. Another thing, go ahead. Go ahead.
Since you also brought up the valley, I was gonna say about the 30 seconds one. Frieren, like right from the jump, when she saw the valley, she looked at it. She knew it wasn't no natural.
Yeah. Right.
Anything that happened. Yeah. So she knew that was him. She knew his strength.
Right.
Yeah.
And before he did that in 30 seconds, she been said that I need 30 seconds.
Oh, she probably knew.
She knew that it was gonna take him only. She knew how strong he was.
I didn't really think about that.
And it would only take him 30 seconds to beat that dragon.
Because she was the one that said the reason. Because it's funny how we brought up the dragon, why it didn't attack the village, or why it fled the village, and Stark is saying, well, because it didn't feel like it. And Fern was like, well, what happens when it feels like it? He goes, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll run. Maybe I'll fight it. Who knows?
No, it's because of you, bro.
But Frieren was the one that said, dragons are smart.
Yeah.
And they know who to fight and who not to fight.
And she was saying, look at it. Like you just said, they're smart. Look how cautious it's being with him, because it knows this warrior is right in front of him and it could take him out.
Yeah. And it's funny. Like, the dragon was scared and so was Stark. They were both scared.
But the dragon didn't really show it.
No, the dragon wasn't showing it.
The villagers couldn't see it.
They didn't see him sweating bullets.
No. They just saw him stand like...
in his business.
It is funny. Like, once the dragon fled, the villagers came, oh my God, he's our hero. And Stark was like, oh man. Like, but... I love the part where when he goes and fights the dragon, and Frey was like, "Oh, he's in range." And Frey's like, "Well, why is it the dragon attacking?" And that's when Frey was like, "Well, dragons are smart."
She's like, "Just as I thought."
Yeah. That's just crazy.
That's probably why how they ran away in the beginning. Why did it stop chasing them?
Because they knew
it
probably
was
Stark.
getting closer to Stark.
Yeah. Dude,
that boy.
And it's funny too, because she was saying she needed 30 seconds, but they were just watching him
the whole time.
She wasn't prepping for nothing. Literally, they were just like, let's just watch him do this.
Yeah, and I agree with what you said, because when Frieren is talking to Eisen says, "I hit him full force."
Yeah,
and she kind of like looks at him,
because
you hit him full force.
Yeah, exactly.
you look at Eisen. Eisen is strong. Like, he's a dwarf.
Yeah,
most dwarfs are built for strength. And for him to hit him full force, he must have went.
And it just left a scar instead of blowing
just
his
a scar
open.
Just crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that development.
And then you get up from it, he was just like,
my
head, he wasn't knocked out or nothing.
Yeah,
he took that like a champ.
Right. He walked away.
Yeah.
After that, he walked away. Yeah. Like, he was like, no, I'm not doing this no more. But he was able to walk away from that. And that was nuts, bro.
And you know what? Y'all saying that made me really think about it. Stark, he just thinks himself as a regular human.
Yes.
Like if he ever get his mind out of thinking himself as a normal person, he's an unstoppable force. It's crazy.
That's a Netsu effect, the mental blockade.
Yep.
Arthur from Fire Force. Same thing.
Yeah.
Really?
Arthur Boyle from Fire Force.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he thinks of himself as a knight, but once he doesn't feel like he's a knight, then he's not as strong.
New season coming.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait.
yeah.
I can't wait. I got it.
Ooh.
I'm reading the manga, watching the anime at the same time. But no, yeah, it's an interesting. Stark is such an interesting character, and something that you brought up, Joe, last week on the podcast, where they had the story of Himmel and the sword. Yeah, he didn't grab the sword.
But Himmel's sword wasn't actually the hero's sword.
It was a replica.
It was a replica.
Yep.
The hero's sword he finds at this
The
random cave, right?
The
Lord
village.
of the Cave.
The village that Frieren goes back to, because every 50 years she has to defeat some demon.
Yeah,
like
a new
the
lord
area or
comes up.
something.
A lord. Yeah,
a new
But-
beast they call a lord.
Yeah.
Himmel tried
To pull
taking
the
that
sword,
pull the sword out. And Izzy says, "Oh, I wasn't calling to him." I'm like, bro, he's literally staring at the sword
Way Stark
as he's
was
like
staring at
walking
that sword.
away.
Yeah.
The sword is calling him.
Yeah.
He's like, well, the sword didn't speak. I'm like, it doesn't have to
No,
speak.
it was resonating with my man. He
Yeah.
felt it in his bones.
Yeah.
I'm like, the sword is for him.
Yeah.
He subconsciously knows the sword is for him. He just doesn't realize he's that boy.
Yeah. No.
That's really it. He just doesn't realize it.
Yeah.
It's
the,
crazy.
The self-confidence is not there, and people can relate to that.
Yeah.
People can
Yeah.
relate to that character because self-confidence is a huge thing,
Mm-hmm.
and Stark lacks that a lot. It's crazy.
Everybody sees it in him, except
Yeah,
even people
yeah.
don't know. Werble, when he ran into him when he was looking for a warrior to
Oh yeah,
to
yeah.
defeat some big monster
Some
they were
boars.
hired to do.
Yeah.
He just looked at him, touched him like once or twice around the shoulders. Oh yeah, you're the one.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah.
Oh, that's when they were in the first class mage test. Yeah,
He
exam.
needed a front liner. He
Yeah.
needed a warrior. He knew right away. Like, oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
strong. I need him.
No, it's great.
And I want to add, not only do I love the design, like his clothes,
Mhm.
but that axe. That axe is
Oh,
dope.
The axe
That
is
is
fire.
I love the design of that axe.
Who tried picking up that axe? Was it the demon? The demon girl tried picking up the axe, his axe,
Did she?
and
the one that was with Ara
yeah. And
in
she
that
struggled.
time. Yeah. Oh, okay.
She
okay,
struggled
yeah.
picking up the axe.
Yeah.
She's like, "What the hell?"
Because
So she just made her own.
Yeah. So it's a testament to Stark, and I love
Mm-hmm.
like his story too. He wants to go back to Eisen, his master, but
Yeah.
he wants to tell his stories
Because
because
bring some stories. I love
right, because he always hear Eisen telling his stories and all that. He goes, "I want to go back to my master and tell him my story." That's great.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
It
it.
has some
But,
fucking
no,
birthday
you-
hamburgers.
And I agree. It might with Stark and the hero sword because when he was training, when they hired him to be the lookalike son,
Yeah, right.
the guy even told him your swordsmanship is amazing.
Yeah,
So I mean,
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Foreshadowing.
yeah.
but I mean, I want him to have it, but I feel like it might be Kraft just because of what we learn about him later. Kraft, the elf,
Oh,
and how we find his
didn't-
statue later down
right.
a few more episodes. How he was a hero before.
And he did have a
okay.
sword. I was thinking
That's
about
why
that.
I don't know.
Because he's a monk now, and he has no weapon. He's only been using like hand to hand.
It's got to be one of those two.
Ooh.
So this okay.
Ooh, I didn't think about
What
putting Kraft
if
in there.
he was the original holder?
Possibly you put it
Ooh.
Because
back. That's
he's
why it's-
older than Frieren.
Yeah. Like he even
Oh,
called
yeah.
her.
Yeah, so
he
how-
called her young, and she
Yeah.
didn't
How old
flinch.
is the sword?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's
You know?
it's oh my god, it's gotta be.
If he's one of the original heroes,
Wow. You know what? It kind of looked like the sword though on a statue.
Yeah, it's
you know when
possible.
you
Yeah,
think
it's-
about it, that probably was.
So,
he probably put it
Wow.
down in the ground to be
Yeah.
like somebody that's just as worthy as I am
Mm-hmm.
to like unsheathe it.
Or when the world needs it again.
That's why I'm like, maybe Stark, but maybe he goes back for it.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
He trained. He trained with in
trained
that little house.
Yeah, he did train him a bit. Yeah.
Oh, was he like shirtless and
Squats.
Fern was like Fern was very uncomfortable with him being shirtless.
Oh, you know what? Fern, she definitely acts like a teen her age because she calling everybody else a pervert, but she the one that really is worried about this stuff. You know, it's cracking me up.
Frieren low key pervert.
Yo, the part where they had the invisible spell, and she looked at Stark and said "small." That's foul.
That's I was like, ain't no way she did him like that.
Yeah, that's foul. That is crazy.
Hey, listen, she blushed.
Oh yeah,
she blushed.
She blushed.
Yeah. And she looked like you knew Jews don't use looking.
Yeah.
If
you're not interested, look the other way.
She knew my man was cut under them clothes.
You know what I'm saying?
She wanted to see the muscles.
Yeah, that's what she. Yeah.
I like their interactions, their relationship.
I love it.
He tries to be nice with her, and she's way too formal, Mr. Stark. And it's like he at one point he's like, "Can you drop the Mister?" And then like she was like a real asshole to him.
Get over here.
Talk down to him like he was younger and all that.
Yeah. So they have a great relationship. I love it. Dabir, you like Frieren though. You're a big fan of it.
I'm a fan of how powerful she is with her calm demeanor. Like, I want to know the extent of her mana.
Yeah.
I'm so intrigued.
Fern.
Oh, Fern.
Yeah, we get to see Frieren's, but Fern
when she fights Ara, right? That's when she shows.
That's when she shows it to us.
Oh my,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good? Cause that scene.
That's fire. When she fights Ara and she shows like her because she had the scale, and then she's my mana is always more than everybody else's, and that's how she can manipulate people or manipulate people
over here bragging,
use them as puppets. When Frieren showed her like her exact mana, I was like, oh my!
The way it exploded was like, oof, I was like, oh.
Yeah. Like she was flexing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She was flexing.
I like that she do it like she do it in such a interesting way. It's like little small amounts where she actually like a brag about something or flex about something. I'm just like, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Because she don't do it all the time.
She cold.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
But going back to what you said about Fern.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I want to see the extent of her mana, and I don't think we saw everything that she can do just yet.
Right.
So it's gonna be interesting.
She essentially killed Frieren.
Oh, And
I would say that's proof that, because even Frieren was saying like, if anybody gonna take me out, it's gonna be a human.
Yeah,
and it'd be Fern, especially because she trained herself to be
better
a beast.
Than her.
Yeah, like even at a younger age, like Frieren is over 1,000 years old, but at the same time, she's still a kid though. She's like, I would look at her as a mature kid.
She's learning about life.
Right. You remember, if you really look at her, she got pigtails. Come on now, like she's technically still young. She just been alive for a long time, so that's why I see like her waking up late. Like she still do little things that remind you like.
Complains.
Like what's going on? Yeah. Mope around sometimes.
Yeah. When she finally woke up early, they treated her.
Right. Like,
oh my God. Get her breakfast.
And she's just sitting there just all happy about it.
And Stark is like, what is going on?
Meanwhile, he's the one giving them a side.
The sweets.
The sweets, yep.
The sweets.
Yo, there were some crazy sweets they had.
Yeah.
It was like
the one that Stark had, the berry.
It looked so good. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, they had some crazy sweets. It was wild. They got me hungry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still hungry. Anyways, but no, yeah, I'm interested to see where Fern goes, especially like how the season ended, and she was at the final part of the test with
Sari,
yeah, and Sari even looked at her like, whoa, there's something different with this. There's something different with this human. Because she trained other humans before. I think Flamey was one of them.
Yeah. Flamey was her student.
and there was another one that was with her. I forgot his name, but he was part of the
the guy that tried Frieren.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
She shut him down without even trying real quick.
You wish you could.
But when she looked at Fern, she was, I want you to be my student. Because she saw Fern, like, there was massive amount of potential.
Yeah, she noticed it right away.
Right after she was about to doubt her.
Yeah.
Right, and she
It's like, oh, you're scared. You're scared of my mana. Or
look, she's frozen stiff. She's not even moving. She got to be scared of my mana.
then her eyes open, like.
Yeah, because
Wait.
she told her, she was like, why are you hiding your mana? And then she realized, like, she notices.
Which is
Yeah,
crazy because this is just me, like, just speculating here, but
Speculate away.
what if Siri is only showing 10% of her mana? Just like, just because the normal, you only keeping 1/10,
Right.
shown.
Because
But it was bigger than Fern's when she actually...
Well, because when you realize it, Flamey's ability, or what she was known for, was to hide her mana. Right?
Yeah.
She
She
her
came
mana.
up with that to fight demons, yeah.
Yeah. Well, how do you think she learned that?
True.
Probably
By the
from
master.
Siri. Yeah.
You got a point there.
I have a
That was her
theory.
master.
I have a theory, and it's concerning Siri.
It's good. It's good.
She might be the Demon King.
I thought,
For some reason, I feel like I've heard that somewhere, but I don't know
I'm
where.
like, why? What is she looking for? She has everything.
Yeah. She's the most strongest being in the world.
She's definitely
Yeah,
the
she's
strongest.
like, she literally
Yeah.
controls the world.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She can make up spells.
At this point, she really could. But she's showing that
That
she
was the
knows all
reward,
the
though.
spells. But so you think she's making the spells?
That was the reward. And she
Yeah.
asked Fern what spell you want, and Fern was like,
Yeah.
what did she ask for? Not flowers.
steam clothes, or it was something with the clothes, right?
Clean clothes, yeah.
Yeah,
A
basically
spell for
clean clothes and keep them fresh and clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
And
is
she
a
was
pretty
like,
dope spell.
that's all you want? You can have literally anything,
Yeah.
any spell.
Yeah, she wasn't happy about that.
And
That was funny.
she has the belief that she doesn't want everybody to learn magic.
Yeah.
Well,
That
humans.
too,
She don't
yeah.
want humans to learn magic.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
because she was tired of training humans and.
She definitely changing her
Yeah.
mind at this point now.
Oh,
After
with
seeing
Fern, yeah.
after seeing all of these candidates, come on now.
And Frieren, well, yeah, because she passed other people too.
Mhm.
And Frieren knew she wasn't going to be passed, because they're at odds.
Yeah, they're at
Which
odds.
is hilarious
But-
to me how they bump heads.
But Frieren said, "That's fine that you don't pass me, but I guarantee you'll pass my student."
Mhm.
That I was like,
That's
whoa.
cold, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's gonna be fire.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead. Be petty with me, but you can't pass up this one.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and that is so
Mhm.
good. Like it was fire. I love that part. It was amazing.
Dude,
But-
that'd be a crazy possibility.
Yeah.
Siri.
Her becoming the actual enemy.
That's a crazy theory. That I would be interested. to see.
That's interesting.
Because there has to be a clash between her and Frieren, because there's too much animosity there. With
Yeah.
with that not to be anything.
Yeah.
And like, I get Frieren is collecting all the spells, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But Siri is all the spells.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just really odd to me that she's in such a powerful like place in this anime
Hmm.
and literally wants nothing. Like she's not doing anything. What is she waiting for?
That's a good question.
Wait, who?
Siri.
Oh, Siri.
Yeah.
That's a good question because Flemme even said that you don't want the Demon King to be destroyed because you could have done it
Exactly.
basically. So it's just like I wonder what she doing too because she got this look like she's waiting for something.
Yeah, what if she is the villain? Like,
That's interesting.
So that's why in this show, I love that. I think all these phrases that are being said have meaning. Because I talked this with Gowie like the other day when he finished watching it. We were on Messenger. So remember when they went to Old Man Ball, that dwarf that protects the village,
yes.
Yeah.
and everybody thinks he's a crazy old man. He's losing his memory. He's senile. But as soon as they get there, Frieren tells them, "When are you gonna stop acting senile?"
Yeah.
So we know that he's not really crazy. And then right before that they leave on their journey, this is one of the phrases that got me. And I'm like, okay, they're not just repeating the scene for no reason. He asked her, where are you going? We're going to heaven. And he says, oh, you're going to go defeat the Demon King. And then she says, oh, like you said 80 years ago. But then when he said that, I'm like, he's not crazy. So why is he saying it again?
Yeah.
He knows he knows something's up.
Yeah.
And they were saying there's activity in the Demon King castle.
Yeah, if there's peace right now, why is the Northernlands with demons?
All the demons
going
are
back?
acting up all of a sudden.
Right.
Going back to the sword, the hero draws a sword when the greatest calamity appears.
Boom.
Why is it still there?
Yeah. The real calamity.
The real calamity hasn't started.
I was thinking about that too. Yeah.
Bro.
These phrases, bro.
You know what's crazy? He that same person you're talking about, he was or is sick. He's like losing his memory.
Yeah, losing his memory.
Yeah. So for him to like be like, oh, and say the exact phrase that he did, it's saying, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he didn't go back in time there.
Something's up.
Yeah, and going back to the sword and our boy Stark, he was getting trained by everybody. Like my man was always going through something.
Yes,
but he was getting trained by like
in the what was the village that he had to stay on the outskirts, and he was like talking to the old man.
Oh, when he was meditating?
Yeah,
that's when they were doing the test.
We never knew who that old man was.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who is that old man?
Who came to him every day? He went up to the mother.
Every day, faithfully.
Every day.
I can't.
And Stark, for some reason, listened to him.
Yeah.
That's gonna be many
I love
questions.
Stark, though. I love Stark.
So many questions. There's so many questions.
And I want to call him the warrior hero. I want to add that in there.
He's
the warrior hero.
Stark?
Yeah. Stark.
Okay.
Maybe he's the first warrior hero. I don't know. He's the warrior hero to me.
Yeah. Because they call him the fake hero.
Right.
You know?
But
I mean,
like, oh wow.
I mean, fake sword, fake hero.
Yeah. Maybe.
Especially if the Demon King's not dead.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yeah.
But because of him, the world was at peace.
It's
for
at peace.
The South.
80 years.
80 years.
Yeah. The South.
Oh, that just made me think too. What if the only thing that can kill a Demon King is the real sword?
Ooh.
Somebody has to use that sword on a Demon King.
Interesting.
That's a good theory. That's a good theory.
Just thought about that.
Yeah. Yo, there's just so much that can go on in this anime. Like there's so many endless. I think that's another reason why we're so intrigued with it, because there's so many possibilities.
Yeah.
Yo, just the interaction we just had. There's so many ways this story can go, and you're just curious to see how everybody develops and how what everybody's story is gonna turn out.
We ain't even covered the half of it.
I know.
No, yeah, like the spells,
right?
The spells that they all use. There's like a set, for my understanding, is a set base spell for like attack and defense.
Mm-hmm.
And all the wizards or mages, they add their own twist to these spells and make them weaker, but at the same time, like better for what they specialize in. Because what is it? Frieren tells Fern that the best way to use the spell that she does is the base form of it.
Yeah.
And that's how she ended up killing that one demon in the village.
Yeah, for speed and damage, that Zoldriak
adaptation. Zoltrak.
Zoltrak adaptation. Yeah, that one. They basically were saying like that's the fastest. Like come to speed and damage, you will go to the quote unquote basic attack spell, offense spell.
Yeah. So like there's so much that we don't know about these spells because they're gradually becoming more and more, and like there's non-combat spells too.
Mm-hmm.
So like the field of flowers, all that stuff was crazy.
The ice shavings.
The ice shavings.
Yep, sour grapes, making grapes sour for our boy Eisen.
I love the ice shavings. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, until he got them grapes. My man was his eyes got big. He was in heaven.
Yeah, no, I love it. It's great. It's funny going back to the dragon where they did defeat the dragon and Frieren was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go to get my treasure." You know, she's all excited and everything. Yeah. It was great.
She loves her some treasure. I feel that though.
Yeah, I love the magic in this. The way it's portrayed
cool.
on here.
Yeah, it's cool.
That it gets researched, analyzed, so it can advance and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That thing was dope. I like that.
And I also want to add on top of that because I just remembered. So, Frieren was saying that float spell that everybody uses, that was only developed like 40 years ago.
Yeah, it's new.
It's a new spell. And on top of that, they didn't fully research the Zoltrack until recently also. Yeah. So when they took out I forget his name. The guy that had that demon that she put under a stone.
Yeah, we got to talk about Qual too.
Qual, yeah. For one, I love the way he used his technique because it looked like he was like in an orchestra and having all this blast going off. That was a nice touch.
He had a dope design too.
Yeah.
He was nice. He was real cocky though.
He was.
He was real.
But you know what? She even said like they couldn't defeat him.
He deserved to be cocky.
He was strong.
Yeah, well, because like you said, the Zoltrack was new.
Yeah,
like, he developed it.
Yeah,
he developed, and they weren't able to defend it. So that's why she put him in, like, put him to sleep for like hundreds of years. I think it was.
He was one of the Demon King's mercenaries, like top mercenaries.
Yeah.
And they couldn't defeat him.
And they couldn't defeat him.
They didn't defeat the Demon King. I stand by it.
And you know what?
I stand by it.
And it makes me think more. Like, not only does it show like Frieren has still been getting stronger even after the quote unquote the Demon King has been destroyed, but it's just what spells was she using before that then?
Yeah.
To fight, you know?
Probably
that's
like
what makes me want to know.
And other offensive, but they were able to be blocked.
They didn't have that defense spell either yet. That defense spell was new too.
Zoltrack was just a pierce straight through.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. The defense spell that Frieren used. Yeah,
that's
they
new
have
too.
That,
yeah, they didn't have that either. So how was she defending and attacking before the humans actually researched and developed those two attacks into normal?
You know that defense spell was new because it used a large amount of mana.
Yeah.
And Frieren was like getting tired, you know. She was waiting for Frieren to make her move, but it was you're right. It's crazy.
Yo, if Qual had a couple more minutes, they wouldn't beat him.
Oh yeah, no,
bro.
Yeah.
In like less than a minute, he did the exact little spell.
Yeah.
He was already analyzing it and knew the weakness of it.
He was very knowledgeable.
That's why she took him out so fast. She was like, nah, I'm gonna have to one shot him real quick.
So that's,
I'm gonna have to.
And that's one of the mercenaries.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like the king, whoever the king is, the Demon King, is 100 times.
Oh yeah, there's no question.
How did that fight go?
Yeah,
like all four of them had to really be.
Can I actually have a question?
On it.
And this is just season 1. You know, they gave us like little snippets of the journey of the first journey.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how season 2 is gonna play out, but would you guys like to see a prequel to this?
Oh, like the actual adventure?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'll be down for that.
Well, yeah, we're locked in.
Even if they put it like past something in a movie or something. Like, I'll be down.
Because I say this. And I'm going back to One Piece with this. I don't want to see a Gold Rogers series. You know, a prequel, because I feel like Luffy's kind of doing that already.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Okay.
But I am agreeing with you guys because I think there's some details in that adventure that they're leaving out on purpose.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind watching like a movie from like the incident in God Valley or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, or
absolutely.
like, or maybe a movie of Gold Rogers, you know, how he actually got out to be the pirate. You
Right.
know, like meeting
Rayleigh.
Riley.
Rayleigh.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind to see the actual his upbringing and why he decided to be a pirate.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
that.
But going back to Frieren, I think we're all in agreement that Frieren, like if they don't show more in season 2, which they will, they'll show more flashbacks and all that. But like I said, just to see how the party, well, they actually kind of show how some of the party came about, how they found Frieren. But
Yeah.
this is just to give it more detail. I think it would be great to see.
Yeah,
honestly.
I wouldn't be opposed
And-
to it.
And if they make that a series, like I'll be cool with that too. Movie series, whatever.
Yeah.
And then just
Yeah.
to see how they fought the Demon King, in their time,
Or-
is just be interesting.
Yeah.
Or even if the prequel doesn't really have to be them. The prequel could be the original hero.
Ooh,
Yeah, who
Yeah,
did they fight?
right,
Yeah.
right. Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
I'll be
Kraft and whoever. I
Yeah.
don't know who that other one
Yeah,
is.
whoever that priest, that goatee priest.
Yeah.
that'll be interesting.
Right. How did they save the world? What happened
Yeah.
then? How long ago was that?
Now,
Yeah.
now would you mind? Because I
Touche.
know there was an episode where they were like, "Hey, they look like us," but Gorilla was definitely not Kraft. Now the priest kind of looks like Sign,
Mm.
but would you be mad if there was some kind of? I don't think it's gonna be time travel, but if there was some kind of
Time skip.
I wanted to get past this episode without saying time skip.
Too
I
late.
really wanted to. I really wanted to.
just something, maybe with the future. I don't know.
Time skip. But you know what? That would be interesting. But then another thing would be if we do that, because the journey's only gonna be 10 years, so it's 20 years round trip. Put it
Okay.
that way. I don't know if Freyren's gonna. What if Freyren retires? We'll put it that way. 'Cause I don't know if she's gonna die. I don't know if she's gonna pass away. But what if she's like, okay, this is my last adventure. I've seen what I had to see and all that. So I wouldn't mind if they do another adventure with Fern and Stark, and I think they're gonna end up as together or
Yeah, as a
whatever.
couple, yeah.
That's
I'm cheering for it.
That'd be
and
interesting.
they bring like another. Because they already said like the elves are
Like
it's
extinct pretty much.
Yeah. So what if they find another elf?
They're far few in between.
Right.
Yeah.
And they find another one, and then those three become, or just an all human party. I'll be cool with that too. Because there's some really good human mages too, so it would be nice to see, if they do a time skip, per se. Something with Fern and Stark. I would be interested in that too, honestly.
See how they grow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and then you'll see Stark. I mean, Stark has to have more self confidence in him
Imagine
too.
how powerful they be by
Yeah.
then. Like right now, I love that we know that they're OP.
Mm-hmm.
Frieren knows that they're OP. She's
Yeah.
always leaving. I'm like, you guys could handle this.
Yeah.
Right.
But they're just not OP, just thrown in there. Like
Right.
from their backstory and who trained them, that gives them a reason to be OP.
Yeah.
Actually, they almost got wiped by that flower monster.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
that
unique
was
little
dope too.
episode
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Because we think they're OP.
And they fell
but
asleep.
Yeah. And then they almost get wiped
So
out.
everybody has their weaknesses.
Yeah.
But when they're going up against like the demons at the Aura's little flunkies
Mhm.
that they were
Yeah.
scared of, and then they
Yeah.
just
Yo,
took care of them.
when Fern took out dude,
That was
he got cocky too.
He did.
He got a
wasn't
little
worried.
arrogant, and
Yep.
she was like, "Oh." Didn't he say, "Oh, you just have basic magic or basic attacks," and she was able, that's what he said. I think
Yeah.
something like that. And then her basic attack blew him away,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
The amount of attacks, he just couldn't block them all. And he
Right.
was so confused. Like, wait a minute, why is she in exhaust her mana by now?
And that's where she learned the trick from Frieren, and she hit her
and
mana.
When he realized that, he was pissed.
Yeah. Because that's a thing that I think that's like taboo. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? It's
against
like,
mages, yeah.
you hide your mana. Ugh.
Hey,
Oh,
they
because
just-
the demons are prideful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right,
they like
yeah.
to boast
Show
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. very boastful. You know,
Yeah.
they just, oh, I'm stronger than you. And then because Flamey when they show Flamey use that, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, and like that was pretty unique. I
like she
that.
said, they deceive with words. We deceive with mana.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Get 'em
Oh,
back.
Fair
Perfect
game.
counter.
Yeah.
The part where they showed that one demon girl like
I
kills
felt
the
bad, but at the same time, I was like, get rid of her.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You see, Himmel was very conflicted.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, he was very
Yeah.
conflicted, and Frieren from the jump, she goes, nah, she got to go. Like Frieren
Yeah.
just stone cold. Like she's just heartless when it comes to killing demons. and
I'm
stuff
glad
like
they don't go
Mm.
that route. Like, oh, we can be friends with these guys. Like, trying to make it seem like demons could be nice. But
Talking
no,
jujitsu.
they
Yeah.
throw that out the water. Like, no, they're
that. Yeah,
evil.
yeah.
Straight out evil. They can't be turned nice.
Right.
They can't
Mm.
cooperate. No.
Yeah,
No.
don't even do it.
Yeah, don't use that talking jutsu here.
Yeah, but I like the fact that they are conflicted about it. you
Oh
know?
yeah.
Yeah, that
no.
was
It-
good to see. Yeah.
It's nice to see a inner struggle
Yeah.
with
Mm.
characters. I mean, Frieren, it makes sense why she just didn't care from the jump.
She's seen it for 1,000 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it's
but
not possible.
like that's
Yeah.
just her persona. She's just
Yeah.
she's emotionless and she could definitely be heartless at times. Himmel, you see the human error. You know what I'm saying? As far as like when you let emotions get involved in war.
Yeah, he's the hero. He want to save everyone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's what it was.
Who voted for that village chief? That man said, "Let's bring her in. Let's give her a chance."
Yeah, that was
I needed
clearly a
somebody
bad
to work at the
choice.
That's
farm.
wild.
It
That's
was a
wild.
child though.
A demon child. They just killed.
Yeah, they just killed somebody's daughter.
And not even just
You
kill,
would
like
be
ate her.
yeah,
Ate her. She
yeah.
ate her.
Yeah, that's
I would have been
crazy.
like, nah, get her out of here.
Yeah.
No.
Bring her.
That's
in.
Yeah.
wild.
Bring her in. We're gonna take care of
And then she killed the the village chief to give his daughter to the daughter that she ate.
Mm-hmm.
How does that even make any sense?
I filter
That's
malice
wild.
towards me every day. So here's a daughter for you.
That's when Himo
What?
realized.
Sad.
Freeman was like, "You're not gonna stop me, right?" Nope.
No, him was like, nope, do what you got to do.
Oh, I kind of felt that a little bit. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. I'm like, sheesh.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I hope they confirm season 2. There's no confirmation
There
on
is.
season 2. There is.
I'm sure there is.
I didn't hear anything.
I mean, I take the end of season 1, but they just haven't started production.
Mm.
I think, which I hope they do. I think they're gonna wait to see if she comes out of hiatus.
for the manga, right?
Because you don't want to do season 2,
Okay.
and then she still has to write more for season 3, and then we gotta
right.
wait even longer from 2 to 3.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it first a novel though?
I think so.
This one was supposed to be first a gag comic.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because I
Then
know.
she took him to some artist. He was like, you know what? Let's turn this into a story.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the novel comes out first and then the manga.
Oh,
So
nice.
like the graphic novel.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think she's taking her time writing. The
Yeah,
story.
yeah. Because so many ways you can go. She
Yeah.
did all one left.
Yeah.
And to make a debut, bro, this is a
This
This is her debut.
This is her first manga. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And it's
That's
so
what I'm
good.
saying. I'm like,
How old is
yo.
she? Do you know?
I tried looking her up. I couldn't really.
I
'cause
hope-
that's how new she
Yeah.
is.
Wow.
I wish her good health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
Same.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Because when
Right-
you look
right
at it, when
from
you're
the
doing your
jump.
first manga or first anything, you want to make a impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
This was an
usually
impact.
everybody's first manga is a one shot.
Yeah.
She's.
That's probably why it was gonna be a one shot gag.
Oh, okay. But then they just saw the potential. And was like, yo,
Yeah,
no,
they
we're gonna.
sent it to somebody to make. Oh my bad. They sent it to somebody to like draw Frieren, and they loved it, and then they just continued on,
Mm.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
and then we got this.
Yeah.
Got
No,
this gold.
I mean, I think everybody at the table, because it's within the Crunchyroll calendar, yearly calendar. So
Yeah, they got it on their site.
it's on
So,
their site.
Yeah,
right?
it'll say like. So last year's eligibility was from October till this September 2024.
So,
But it,
go ahead.
it's not gonna mess. It came out in September 29th, 4 episodes. Ooh. But it went all the way to March.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's why you didn't see this year's category for the Spy Family. That was for season 1 core 2.
Oh, what?
That wasn't for season 2.
Mm.
Season 1 or season 2?
Season 1 core 2, the second part in October.
Oh, okay.
So that's why we didn't. That's why we saw Chainsaw Man, because that was end of 2022. Yeah,
Yeah.
that ended in December.
Yeah, end of December. Yeah. Interesting.
So it's got to be there next year.
Yeah. If it like I said, if it does fall within the calendar year, I feel bad for Kaiju number 8 and Solo Leveling because ain't no way, bro. Like
It'll win fantasy, music, the music.
The
bro.
music,
yeah.
The music.
That it's just Lord of the Rings vibes. That's like
I had these bad boys.
His
turn
name
it
is
up,
Evan
bro.
Call. Remember it.
Yeah.
It's
That
great.
boy
Yeah, it's great.
killed.
Yeah.
Shout out to Izzy because he did point out the music.
Yeah.
So
He's
good.
like, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My first interaction with Frieren was Dabir. He sent a reel. And I forgot what chat. But it was the reel when Frieren was in prison. You know, because she wanted to attack the one demon who was, you know, trying to create peace or you know.
She knew.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The ambassadors. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. That's what they were for auras. Yeah. And then so when she's in jail, one of the ambassadors comes down to try to kill her, and she's just like from the jump, bro. She's mad cool, like you know I'm like stronger than you, right? And he was like, you there's no way you're stronger than me. And he had the string magic, and he
Yeah.
tries to cut her. She has her mana, and then all of a sudden like she goes, oh maybe you are stronger than me. And he goes, yeah I am. He goes, idiot. And then he just cuts his arm off and everything. And bro, I was like, yo.
You know what? And that's her using
yeah.
some wind magic too.
Yeah.
Because
That was pretty
he
cool.
came into the cell to kill her.
He killed.
To take care of the nuisance.
Yeah. I was like, well, I gotta watch this. You know.
Yeah, that's what I was
But-
like, ooh.
But when I watched it was just so much more than just like just action. You know what I'm saying? Like it just brought so much. There's so many elements, I should say,
Yeah.
to this anime that I'm just like, wow, it's just so much more than just that scene. It's just like it just you just think about life in general. You know what I'm saying?
It makes you really sit there and think about like, man, am I living my life right?
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
A
It's
bit of
like-
slice of life in there, bit of it.
it does.
Yeah.
It does have a slice of life
it's-
element. I think it's very.
It's well rounded.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
It is
Yeah.
well rounded. You know. So I'm just like, wow. It's like I was just in awe when I first watched it. You know, and I can't wait. I can't wait for season 2.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's gonna be good. I can't wait.
Now, I like the action. Do you think it needed it? Or it would have been fine without it?
No, it needed.
No,
action.
yeah.
I like that how they did it. Like they sneak it in there, and it just adds to it.
It's not an overwhelming element,
Right.
but it's good enough. You know, to where, you know, it's perfectly timed. I should say.
Definitely be
Perfectly
getting
timed.
more. They're going to the northern lands next.
Yeah.
I would like to add that I would like a little bit more action.
Oh,
I would like a little bit more. Like them like having like a brawl, you know.
What surprised me the most is we forget that they live like not in a normal world.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So there are animals with abilities, and not just animals, but also like mystic creatures.
Yeah.
So it's like that bird. That bird was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, the big one, right?
Yeah.
Well, both of them. They were.
Like the bird that like has sonic speed or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah, the steel.
Yeah.
Which
And
is crazy.
and the mage, the first class mage exam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who I liked? I liked that old Duncan.
Denkin?
Duncan, was it?
Denkin. D-E. Yeah, Denkin.
Yeah, he was
That
a
old
good character.
guy?
Yeah, he was a good character.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was actually strong too, but
Duncan.
he was kind of like, oh, I'm not as strong as her. Like,
Yeah,
he looked at Frey when
he knew
goes,
his limits.
Yeah. He was very calculated too.
Yeah.
He
How do you
was
guys feel about Ubel?
I like her too.
She's a beast.
She you could tell she's psychotic, but I like her though. I like her though.
She had the copy magic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She copies like other. She sees it and she can copy it. Is that what it was?
No, so she has to sympathize.
Sympathize.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay.
She has to be able to sympathize with the person, and then all of a sudden she'd be able to to copy their magic.
That's crazy.
Like the one guy, she kept calling him Glasses. I forget his name.
Yeah.
The one.
Lan,
Yeah.
Oh no,
Bro.
his
From
ability
far
was
away.
crazy because
He
he's
was
dope.
Oh
Yeah.
my! And even Siri was like, "Where are you exactly?" He goes, "What do you mean? I'm right here." He goes, "No, you're like hundreds of miles away."
Which,
And then you see the camera like
Oh,
pans.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, he was home the whole time.
The
so
whole
this man
time.
got, not only is he controlling this way at home, but he has multiple copies. And I'm just thinking to myself, his copies are seen eating food, taking damage. Yo.
Yeah,
His
he has.
copy was controlling a copy.
Right.
bro.
Like, yo,
that's
he
wild.
is.
And
And he passed too.
His-
You're like, you know what? I'll give you a pass for that.
Better version of Shadow Clone is
Bro.
nuts.
Yeah, definitely.
His mind control got to be off the
Insane.
charts.
Oh, it's gotta be.
bro.
It's gotta
be
be.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one threw me for a loop. When I saw that, I was like, yo, that was
Yeah.
wild.
Richard with the antique shop.
He was all right.
I liked him.
magic.
Yeah, he was all
I
right.
liked him when it came to his shop. Other than that, just like he annoying.
Well,
me.
Development.
He put back
Yeah.
Fern's. Yeah.
That was nice.
Big
That
ups
was
to
nice.
him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because she was hurt.
Yeah.
Hyder
'Cause-
gave her that one.
Because
man.
Frieren got her that wand, right?
No, Hyder.
Oh yeah, Hyter.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
R.I.P.
good.
Hyder.
Now that just reminded me, they didn't explain it, but what was the spell that the copy of Frieren used against Fern to blow her into the wall? Fern was like, "This isn't. I don't sense any magic.
I
What
don't
is
think
this?"
it was magic.
I don't think it was magic either. They didn't
'Cause she
explain
said
what it was.
She's great at detecting mana, and when she got hit with that, she detected nothing.
Yep, and even Frieren said, "I haven't had to use that in 80 years." She
And
basically
she had no
congrats her for
hands.
that, and she didn't have no hands.
Like, yo, what
whole
is
scene
Frieren,
crazy,
man?
right? What was she using? They didn't explain it. They just kind of jumped past it. Like, no,
What if it's
no?
What if it's some type of like primal,
It's something.
like really, really like the basics of basics, where because it was like
like
some
ancient
type-
stuff.
yeah, because it was kind of like a push, like wind,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So the elements, like
Mhm.
Or
what
something, or
magic
gravity or
stemmed
something.
from, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know
So,
what?
like-
I would love for them to dig into that next season. That'd be dope.
That would be
I need to know what
fire.
that is.
Because earth magic, yeah, you got earth magic, but can you actually manipulate the earth?
Right,
You know,
right.
like without chanting?
Right, right. or
Because
channeling
there was
your
no
mana
chant
through
behind it.
Nope. It just happened.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely gonna be fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Season 2 is gonna be good. I went on the Viz app, the Viz manga app, and I just found where season 1 left off. Highlighted it. I'm ready to go.
I'll
I'm
get
ready
back to you later.
Yeah.
Don't blame me because I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
Man, leading up to this, I was looking at past volume 7. I'm like, oh, I don't want to read it now. I mean, I might just
Nah,
eventually.
It's so like I was able to binge it in 4 days. Like the only thing that got tired was my body because I was just like, man, I should get some sleep. like each episode is just so interesting that I was able to continuously binge it all. Like it's so good.
Yeah.
I was just like, man, I gotta rewatch this. 4 days.
We didn't speak about sense,
Oh yeah.
which is like she controls her like
Yeah, her
hair
hair.
Or
and
magic,
stuff.
magic with
Yeah.
her, yeah.
So what did like
Yeah, she's pretty interesting.
yeah. I feel like
Pacifist, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
but that was her dungeon?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, yeah. And it's interesting how she knew who to follow.
Yes.
That is
You know
true.
what I'm saying? She looked at Frieren and Fern. He goes, I'm gonna go with you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know. I think she's really intrigued with those two characters. But
Especially
she's
with
a-
Frieren.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But she was an interesting character. You know what I'm saying? But who was the one? Like, there was a one character who was stronger than her. Who was it?
Then sense,
Well, who?
stronger than sense.
Yeah,
Can't that was stronger than
Well,
sense.
Uville did take out her double.
that's
Oh,
what it was.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. I was like, oh,
I think
because
that's what you're thinking about. Yeah.
yeah, because she has like she's like her kryptonite, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Something like that?
basically, yeah,
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah. So the heart of that invisible slash was if she thinks she can slice it, she can. If she thinks she can't, she can't. So she's like hair. Hair can be cut.
Yeah, okay.
I got her. I was just
Yeah.
like, wait a minute. If you warp your mind a little bit more and believe you can cut anything, then,
That's crazy.
Then you'd be.
It's so crazy.
Anything.
It's so crazy that these characters in anime now are using the power of the mind.
I love it.
I like
love
it. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting concept because that was never a thing. You know, when I first watched anime, now it's like,
Yeah.
I think Arthur, from what I've seen, Arthur's the first person to have that concept, and now you have Ubo, and then kind of Stark the same way. If you look at it, like, just, you know,
only being held back by their mind.
yeah, by themselves. You know,
Yeah.
the only person that's holding them back is themselves.
Mhm.
It's interesting. I like it.
It's getting real.
Yes,
You know, when you watch
Yeah.
an anime.
Yeah, I like it. I just like that concept.
Yeah.
You know, but I think that's everything, right?
Yeah, just about.
Threw some
Yeah.
good theories in there. I would
Yeah.
say got my mind going. I'm like, whoa.
This was we were waiting to talk about this one for a while. Honestly,
Yeah.
we was. So
Yeah.
I'm glad we was able to finally do it. I know Lito was adamant. Like, I gotta be on the episode. I gotta be on the. And I was like, I got you.
You talking about Frieren this week? Okay.
Yeah. So,
Anime of the year.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe not by a long shot, but
But it's up there though. It,
No,
it got to fight
for
it.
me. It's by a long shot.
Really?
And yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I like Soul Leveling. I love Kaiju number 8.
I think just overall, that's why. Just
There's just so it has like, I think Dabir said it. Or no, well, I think all we said it, honestly. I think all of us said it. It's well rounded. It just has
Yeah.
everything, and you can't. It's just good story, good development, great characters,
good music.
music.
Yeah.
The action is timely. You know, maybe it could use a little more action, but I think the action played out like
Yeah.
everything was just perfect
Yeah.
with the story.
And I would also add, the whole family can watch this anime.
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of family, did Pops watch it?
He said it was a little bit boring. And I'm like, just give it time.
Yeah. So he's
Yeah,
still
Yeah,
he's still trying
watching
to.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. But with that being said, you guys can catch Anime Break Room on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and iTunes. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The beer, our social media pages are.
Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok.
So next week we'll be on a little bit of hiatus, but the week after we'll come back. We'll figure something out to talk about because that's what we do on the Anime Break Room.
Mhm.
We're gonna talk about something eventually.
Oh, there's a lot to talk about.
There's
There's a lot.
Always something new.
Always something
Yeah.
new. So,
I
Joe,
parry everything. Let's go.
you know what? I gotta watch
You gotta
that.
watch it. Yeah.
Is it-
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
I
watching
think,
it?
I think that's what I sent you a clip of. That I sent it in
Yeah.
the group.
Yeah, I
I
play
was just
everything.
like, what is this? I went to the comments.
Talk about
Is it
said
kind
I
of
a
parry
mental
anything.
restriction. He's a mental
is
restriction.
it kind?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might.
I got to figure out where I can watch that though.
Crunchyroll, right?
I couldn't find it on Crunchyroll.
I don't think it's on Crunchyroll. I think it's on Hulu. If I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
I think I did see it on Hulu.
Is that Hulu?
Yeah.
Okay. I parry everything. I gotta check it out. I heard some things about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But Joe, you gonna be on next time?
You
Okay.
got it. You
Yeah.
know it.
I
You don't hear me and Lynn like, yeah.
All right. So depending on the topic is, Lito, we'll figure it out. Right?
Got you.
So with that being said, Joe, you're good.
Yep.
Lito, you're good.
Good.
Dabir,
Yeah.
break time's over. Everybody have a good day.